everyone, it's Jennifer, and today I thought I would do something a little bit different. I actually am a pretty avid simmer, which means I like to play The Sims. Now it's The Sims 4. I started playing The Sims initially on console. It was actually on PS2, and that was The Sims 2 on PS2. And I was in like second grade. I was like 7, and ever since then, I've really loved The Sims. And so with The Sims 4, I thought what I would do today is do a tutorial on how to make like custom content. But when I say tutorial, I guess I mean I'm gonna do like a tutorial on how to do like just something simple, just like something simple with the base game shirt or something like that. I'll do like a base game shirt and how I make like those look better than they look, or how I add a print or a pattern, or even some sort of like picture to it. I like to do My Hero Academia shirts, so I'll probably just do one of those. I'll do a how to create a My Hero Academia shirt in The Sims 4. There's tutorials on YouTube about this, but I figured I'd do my own because I want to be as detailed as possible. So that's what I'll go ahead and do. I will be showing you what things that you need and the process from there. So to start off, let me go ahead and start recording my screen. Okay, so now I'm recording my screen. So just here is my page on the Sims resource. Here you can just see some of the things that I've created. So we have things like I create contour. I've done like, whenever I say I create clothes, I don't use Blender and all of that. I've tried to follow the tutorials on YouTube. And there's two things that I find wrong with those tutorials. Either the person is assuming that you know squat about Blender, or they just are not very detailed. And it just hasn't helped me. Maybe it has helped others, perfectly fine. It has not helped me. I have literally spent hours upon hours looking at one tutorial and I could not get it together. And that just might be me. I might just suck. But usually most of the tutorials are like, oh, if you need a tutorial of how to use Blender, this isn't the video. Okay, then why did you put for beginners then? Anyways, that's enough of that. So I usually do what's called Frankenmeshing, which is kind of where you splice two clothes from the game that are already in the game. You splice them, or it could be 3 or 4. Honestly, it could be however many. I'll do a video on that later. But you can splice certain clothes together and like create like one outfit or whatever, which is actually what I've done here in this particular dress right here. I guess let me hide that. So anyways, that's what I've done here. And let's see, here's been like a dress, a base game dress that I just recolored. I made this contour from scratch. I recolored these tables. I stick to clothes and makeup is what I try to do. Every now and then I will do like some posters, some pictures. There's actually a My Hero Academia poster that I made, and I just haven't posted it yet. I need to. Anyways, this is just some of the things that I've created. And you're definitely welcome to follow me on here. It's johnnieleemj on the Sims resource. I upload in other places such as the Sims catalog. Here's just some of the things I've uploaded, but I deleted a lot of the stuff that was on there. Anyways, so if you're wanting to create clothes in the Sims 4, the first thing that you are going to need is Sims 4 Studio. Sims 4 Studio, this is where you want to download this. If you don't have this, I'm sure there's other ways, but this is what I use. This is the easiest thing to use. And so you'll come to this page, and then you'll go, down here where it says download, and you can go installer, zip. I usually just do zip, and it downloads from there. And once you do that, I'm not going to do it on here because it's already on here. But you'll want to run that as an administrator, or just if you push open, it'll run properly. So you'll want to have that. And this is what it's going to look like once it opens. This is what you're going to be looking at. And as you can see, I have my creator name here, johnnieleemj. You will want to put whatever you're going to use for your creator name there. And then here's some projects I've done. Some of them don't make any sense. Anyways, so now once you have that, this is just the first thing you'll need. The second thing that you'll need is going to be some sort of like Photoshop type of deal. So I don't use Photoshop, even though I could. I don't. I know you have to pay for it. My fiance has like a Photoshop subscription or whatever, and he could just put it on here. I'm used to GIMP or Paint.net. So here's GIMP and here's Paint.net. I have both. I use both for different things. So once you download both of these, and I'll leave the links in the description box for everything that I use. Paint.net, this is what it looks like. And you'll find that it is quite similar to regular Microsoft Paint. However, it does have a lot more that you can do. GIMP is more advanced than both of those, in my opinion. And this is what it's going to look like when you open it. Just making sure we're still recording there. Okay, and so this is what it's going to look like once you open it. Now, I said I wanted to go ahead and make a shirt with some sort of My Hero Academia on it. Let's just see. Kind of like I did this shirt here. Kind of like this shirt. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go over here to Sims 4 Studio, and we're going to go to Cast, and we're going to go to Create Cast Standalone. So we're going to click on that, and it's going to load up a little bit. And you're just going to wait for it to load, honestly. Sometimes it's a shorter load, sometimes it's a longer load. I know that it's updated since the last patch, I think, so it took a little bit longer. Now, gender. I'm going to create a shirt for a female, but honestly, whether you're doing female or male, the same instructions apply. So I'll go ahead and do female. Age, I will do adult. Part type, you're going to go to clothing top. And let's just see, game pack. You can click on that. Sometimes it takes a while to load. I will go to base game. Content, game, because I also have CC on here too. So you're going to just scroll down until you find a shirt that you like. I believe it was this shirt that I used. Whether it is or not, I like the fact that it is a plain, boring white shirt. However, to make this easier for us, we may want to do some sort of shirt of color, and you'll see why I say that later. Let's go ahead and just do the purple. Now, if you wanted to, you could do all these colors, but the way I like to do it, I like to just choose one and kind of go from there. So we're going to choose this purple. We're going to go next. Now, I saved these in a folder. I have my S4S Stuffs folder, as you can see here. And we're going to go to package files. Now, I also have my johnnieleemj folder, which is here, which is in my mods folder already. But for this, I always like to do package files. So we're going to go to package files. And as you'll see, I have all kind of ridiculous things here that I may or may not have released yet. And here's my hero poster I was talking about earlier. We're going to go ahead and we're going to just type up a name. So I always start off everything that I do with johnnieleemj. And I've already done my hero shirt before. But we'll just do my hero shirt 01. We'll just do that. And you're going to click save. So we're going to save that. It's going to load. Once we're here, you see the shirt. And now, I'm going to help a lot of you out with this one because most of the tutorials I see, I don't see anybody explaining how to use the mouse in this particular program. And it's not like you would use the normal mouse in whatever else you're doing. This is how you use the mouse. The middle little scrolly part of your mouse, this little scrolly part, you're going to use that. That's going to go in and out, zoom in and out. So you're going to zoom in and out with that. Simple enough. The right click side, the right click, that is what makes you able to rotate around, kind of look at different angles. So with this right click side, I'm able to go like this, this, you know, whatever. Now, this left click does absolutely nothing. As you can see, there is nothing. So basically in this particular, in this, I guess I can call it program, all that happens is the middle, and this side, the right. Now, if you want to just leave it at this angle where she's facing the front or here, whatever you have up, and you want to just move it so you can kind of, you know, see maybe like this, if you want to do this, you're going to press in on the middle rolly part. You're going to press in. And if you want, you can honestly, you can zoom in and out and move around at the same time as I'm doing now. But that's kind of confusing. Anyways, so that's the mouse functions for this particular program. Now, the next thing that you're going to want to do, you see this here, this is the colors, this is texture, meshes, categories. For right now, all we're going to do is texture. We'll touch categories later. We're going to do texture. Now, right here, we're going to go export. Now, export, I have my, the ones that when I press export and when I export the files, I have it under DDS files, although I personally don't use DDS files. I use PNG, because when I was trying to use DDS files, my stuff would show up in the game completely black. And I don't know why. Maybe it was something I was doing wrong, but I use PNG files. And so you're going to go under PNG, make sure it's under PNG, and you're just going to name it something easy for you to get to. As you can see here, here's some stuff that I've done before. Anyways, this is like a recolor of somebody else's hair. I don't even think I think I only played with it in my game. I didn't put that out. Other stuff. Anyways, we're just going to name it something simple. We're going to put 01, so it'll be the first one on the screen, or the first one right here. 01 hero shirt. Simple. Enter. Now, for this particular tutorial, even though I have paint.net and GIMP, I'm going to go ahead and just use paint.net. So I'm going to open up paint.net, file, open. I'm going to go to DDS files, which I have right here on my quick access. And here we see the 01 hero shirt. I'm going to click on that. So now you have it here. Now, let's say we want to add some sort of pattern to this. We're not necessarily in love with this purple. Now, there's a few ways you can do that. If you want to just change the color, very simple. You'll leave solid color clicked. You'll go to adjustments, hue and saturation. Let me pull this over. And you'll just kind of do like that. Let me turn the brightness up so we can really get into it here. My eyes are really bad. I don't do well with brightness, but I'm trying to help somebody. So anyways, hue and saturation, as you can see, we can do that. We can make it more saturated. We can make it lighter or darker. I did that backwards, but anyways, you get the point. I don't want to do that. Let's say you want to add polka dots to it. Perfect. So what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to go to Google or whatever you use, and we're just going to Google polka dot pattern. Simple. We're going to go to our images. I've always liked red polka dots. Cool. This is kind of hurting my eyes, but whatever. We'll go with this one. I'm going to go ahead and save the image as, and I save my images under prints. And I used to start off calling them with Sims prints because I only use these for the Sims. Then I switched to just calling it SP. So I already have 93 other SPs. I'll go with SP Sims print 94 and save. Perfect. Gonna go back into paint.net, file open. Gonna go over to prints, and we're gonna find our polka dot print. Now, this does kind of look weird, but anyways, it might just be my eyes because like I said, I don't have that great of vision. My glasses are not just for show. Anyways, so we're going to click on this. We're going to use this arrow right here. This arrow. We're going to press it, click, and then we're going to copy. We're going to copy that. We're going to go back over here to our shirt, and we're going to add a layer. You're going to go in this box right here. You're going to click this, which means we're going to add a layer. You never want to put it over here on the background. Always add that layer. Make sure you're clicked on layer 2. You can rename the layer, but I just like to have layer 1, 2, 3. I'm very number oriented, as you probably saw with all those SP 1 through 95. Anyways, so I'm going to go to layer 2 like we are on now, and we're going to go ahead and paste. And as you can see, this is what it looks like. Now, here's the part that we really need to pay attention. If we want this print on this shirt, we're going to go ahead and we're going to kind of size it to where it's just the front of the shirt part. We don't necessarily want the sleeves in it just yet. These are the sleeves. And what this is really, if we just kind of explain this a little bit, what exactly this is just the shirt laid out in a 2D format. So it's just the shirt, the same shirt that we saw right here, laid out in a 2-dimensional format, which you can kind of see anyways. So we're going to press that. And just to kind of reiterate, if you ever want like you're trying to see something or get the specifics of what you're doing and you want to kind of not delete the layer, but you just want to not see it, you're going to press this check mark. Like that. Very simple. And if I wanted to go ahead and get rid of the background, I don't, but that's what we would do if you did. So make sure both of them are showing. Go ahead to deselect. You want to make sure you deselect what's floating or what is, I guess, these little black and white dotted lines going around. To kind of deselect that, what you're going to want to do is click this square right here, or where it says rectangle select, which looks like a square to me. Anyways, click that and just click the back black and white squares. Just click the background part. It's going to get rid of it. Now, you're going to go back to, well, actually what you're going to want to do is go to the magic wand. You're going to go to this magic wand. Click on that. You're going to click the background. You're going to also go over here, click background, go back over here, click it again. And now as you can see the outline of the shirt, you can see that. Now you're going to go back over here to layer 2, press it, press delete on your keyboard. Now you see what we have here. The shirt now has a polka dot pattern. Now we need to do the sleeves. So we're just going to press. You don't have to do anything else over here. As long as you're on layer 2, make sure you're on layer 2. Go ahead and press paste again. Size it to where it's going to be able to fit both of these sleeves. And that's about right. Go ahead and deselect it. Grab that magic wand again. Background. Background. Background again. See that? There we go. Hit layer 2. Delete on the keyboard. Simple. You can do this part or you can leave it. All this is the bottom of the shirt. Like the bottom where the stomach part, the hole for your stomach, basically. I don't usually do that part, but just for the sake of this video, honestly, I don't feel like it. It's not any point. You can. I guess if I'm doing a tutorial, I should show you guys that. So all you got to do, paste again, size it to fit that. Go back here, rectangle. Press the background, deselect, grab that magic wand, go ahead, background, background, background again. You see that hole or the circle where the stomach hole goes. Back to layer 2, delete on the keyboard, easy. Now that we have done that, if you just want to see what that looks like on this prototype sim, if you will, we are going to go ahead. And for some odd reason, I don't know why you have to do this, but you're going to merge these together. You're going to unmerge them again later. Or actually, we can just go ahead and merge these. We're going to merge these together. So like I just did, you're going to press this. Now, if I go back in my history to where I was, all you did was press this. That's going to bring those together. Now it's just one single layer. And it's still the background, which you can rename or whatever, like I said earlier. So we're going to go ahead and save it. Now it's saved. We're going to go back over here to our prototype sim, we're going to go to import. This is what we're looking at. Looks pretty good. This is the way you want it. This is just a tutorial, so I'm not going to be too picky. We're good. Now, here's the My Hero part. We're going to go ahead and go to open. Now, in my S4S stuffs, I have a PNG files. And here's a lot of my My Hero Academia stuff right here. Let's just say we want to go ahead and do, I've already done All Might once. Let's see. So the one that I had already is All Might doing this. There's one with, and here's another one I made. So All Might had his hands on his hips. On this one, we're going to do this one. Simple. Now, this is still going to be, this is actually probably the easiest part. I'm going to go ahead and select it. So we're going to press this arrow here. And we're going to select this here. We're going to press on All Might. I'm going to press copy. I'm going to go over here. We're going to add a layer. I say we always should add a layer. Just add the layer. You can merge it later. Always add a layer when you're doing something new. We're going to go ahead and we're going to paste. Now you see he's too big. Now to zoom in, there's a few different ways you can zoom in. You can press Control on your keyboard and with the middle scrolly part of your mouse, scroll in. Because if you don't press Control, it's not going to scroll. So scroll in, scroll out. Or you can just go down here, over here, in this bottom right-hand corner and do like so. We're just going to zoom in a little bit. Now, we're going to go ahead and size All Might down to where he can fit on this shirt. Still a little too big. Size him down a little bit more. Now he might look a little bit fuzzy. But what I want to do now is just make sure he's in the right placement. So, in order to save this and have a look at it on the sim, we're going to go ahead and merge it down. We'll unmerge it in a minute and I'll show you what to do in terms of that. So we're going to just save it. Go ahead, import in your Sims 4 Studio. And honestly, I am pretty satisfied with his placement. It's not right in the middle, but it's not too far from it either. It's fine for now. We're just doing a tutorial. You can size it however you want. Put him in the middle, put him on the left, the right, the back. I don't care what you do. I just want him on the front. This shirt is not that cute. That's not the point of this video. Anyways, so now we have All Might where he's supposed to be. Now, we can leave it like that, but let me show you how to change the swatches. There's two ways you can do that. You can either click on it, you'll get a color wheel or color thing like this, and you can go to red, and maybe you can do white. Okay, you can do that. Or you can get the right click side like this, right click on this square, and it's going to give you a dropper. You're going to go to wherever you want to. Here goes the red of the shirt. Left click. Now you've selected that. Then you're going to right click again in this second square. Going to go over here. Left click. Okay. Now you have red and white. I did not know that until like last year sometime. And I've been doing this since like 2015 or 2015. I didn't know that till last year. Anyways, so that's the way you can do it. I usually just go ahead and right click in each square so I can get the exact color rather than trying to guess it on the color wheel. So now that we have that, what I usually do, I go to where it says catalog thumbnail. This is the part where you have to choose the thumbnail that's going to show up in your game. I usually just go to import, and what I do, I go to thumbnails, and these are thumbnails for things that I've done previously. Anyways, I use this test. I just Google the word test, literally. And what I do is I put that as my thumbnail as a default so that when I'm going into the game to actually take a screenshot of my sim, wearing that particular garment so that I can do a thumbnail of the actual, whatever it is that I just made garment, I'll be able to find it a lot easier with the word test. So I put that there. Now, categories. You can go over here to categories, age and gender, teen through elder, male, female. I can just leave all that. This is a female shirt. Now, colors. You can be like me. Sometimes I just press all the colors just because I want it to get found easier for people who are trying to find it. And you can push apply to all swatches. Yes, I suggest putting yes. But, you can do that however you want to. Age appropriate, teen through elder, feminine, occult, I'll put it for alien too. Okay. Outfit type, athletic, everyday, and then like I said, you could be like me and just put all of them because you want it to be able to be seen no matter what. Press OK. Color palette, we're going to just choose them all. Fabric, you get the point. Choose them all. Or if you don't want to choose them all, be specific to what you have. Okay. Archetype, all this and that. We're just going to skip all that for now. You see what you have to do. So that's how you do that. Meshes, we don't need that for this. But now you have the shirt. You have the thumbnail, the colors that's going to show up. Now, we can go ahead and do another color. This is what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to go back to paint.net where our shirt is, and where I had merge layer down, I'm going to go to finish selection. And what I'm going to go ahead and do once I click finish selection, now you see we have both of our layers back. So both of our layers are back now. Going to go ahead and press this check mark on layer 2 so we can make all might disappear for a moment. And then go ahead and press background so that we are moving on the background. We're doing things and making changes on the background. Going to go to adjustments, hue and saturation. Going to change the hue. Let's just say we want to do a blue. Perfect. You can change the saturation, the lightness, darkness, whatever if you want. Should you get to this and you think, oh, it's great, but then you think, never mind, and you want to go back and you don't feel like scrolling all the way to try to get it perfectly at 0, you can go all the way out and then press this back arrow. That'll bring you back to 0. So same thing here. If I want to make the saturation up to here and then I say, I don't really like that anymore, you can go ahead and press that back arrow. It's going to bring you back to 0. So press OK. Simple. Go ahead and press the check mark on All Might again. Go ahead and merge it down. Well, go back to layer 2, merge it down again. Simple. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to save it again. Now, if you are like me, I just save each one individually. Or for each color, you could do a new save. So you could do 02 hero shirt PNG, 03 hero shirt. I don't do that. I'm lazy. So I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to add swatch. I'm going to go back to where I had DDS files, and I'm going to click on the shirt. Now we are blue. All Might has not changed because we went ahead and unclicked his layer when we did this. So All Might's in the exact same spot, the exact same color. He has not been affected. We can go ahead and right click in this square, left click on that blue, and then the white is the white. Now you can either add another thumbnail or you can just leave it. I just leave it. I only do the first one so you can find it, and then after that, it'll auto-generate a thumbnail of just a basic sim, like torso wearing the shirt, as you normally see. So we're gonna go ahead and save this. Now, here is the part we need to make sure we pay attention so that we can see it in our game. I'm gonna minimize that, and I'm gonna go over here to my actual folders, like my files and stuff. Now, we're going to go in package files because that's where we put it. We called that My Hero Shirt 01. And I'm just going to, well, I guess I should show you how to fully do it. You're going to press cut. You're going to cut it. You're going to go to your mods folder. So Electronic Arts, Sims 4, mods, johnnieleemj, is where I usually like to put mine. But I go to mods and then packages. Mods, packages, johnnieleemj, because that's all my stuff. And then paste. Okay, we have that. Now we're going to open up The Sims. So we're going to open up The Sims, and I'm going to show you what it looks like in the game. Okay, so now we have our game open. I'm going to go to manage households. This is my sim self and my fiance's household. I am going to go to models because this is where I actually keep all of the sims that I use to model my custom content. I'm going to go there. This is one of my favorite sims. And honestly, I think after I did, anyways, that doesn't matter. This is one of my favorite sims. We're going to use Abrina Howard. We're going to go ahead and go to everyday, and I don't want to mess up her everyday outfit. So, oh, she has all 5 everyday outfits. Fine, we'll go to formal. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see. I won't take this off because I have the mod set up to where if I undo this, she will be nude. Actually, let's not do that. Perfect. Athletic. Perfect. I'm going to go to shirts. Now, I clicked athletic for the categories, but I'm just going to undo athletic. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to custom content. Click. And we're just going to look until we can find the thumbnail that said test. Some of this I'm going to have to edit out because there is boobs. But I don't know if I really care. We're going to keep looking. And here's test. Okay. And here is our shirt. Here is our shirt. There we go. So, not the best shirt that I've ever created, but you get the point. This is how I do what I do. I may or may not upload this to the Sims resource because honestly, this shirt is not that cute with this polka dot in the background. But anyways, so this is what it looks like in the game. Here's the blue one. The blue one looks a lot better. There we go. Now, just going to exit out of that. So, that's how we do that. So basically, I did a video showing you guys how to, what you need, the Sims 4 Studio, Paint.net, GIMP, something like that, and how to put a pattern on a base game shirt and how to add some sort of picture or something to the front of the shirt. So I do hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope this helped you. I do hope that it was informative and that you'll be able to create things if that's what you wanted to do and you just weren't finding the right tutorial for you or whatever the case may be. Anyways, thank you so much guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it and you want to see more videos like this because I definitely will be doing more like this too. If you didn't like the video, you can dislike it. That might hurt my feelings. But then again, I don't care.